started. So tomorrow night is Bound for Glory, and we will be doing a a review show of Bound for Glory afterwards. We'll go over each match and get our thoughts on it. So we're gonna do our predictions right now. Kind of go over the card, just give our predictions and get what match we are most looking forward to tomorrow night. Let me go over to the chat real quick. Thank you, Seth Rollins, public enemy number one. Even Roman went heel 4 years ago, and let's say the cancer happened at the same time, he could never be healed again. So heck with it. Sometimes it takes a real life situation for people to get off your ass. Yeah. Ted says, I got a question, you guys. Speed's other shows never mentioned that AEW refs put too much energy in the match, like jumping around after a kick out. Their reactions all the time, like when Pac was yelling at Mox, the ref was explaining to the refs, the refs, it feels like they're too involved, or they're gonna build a storyline involving refs. The refs need to fuck off in AEW. Well, the thing is, with the AEW referees, they have
Mostly
been
Aubrey.
they have been really adamant on saying that AEW referees have all their own personalities, and all referees ref their matches different. I don't think all the referees are like that, but I do see your point. Like Aubrey is another one that really gets into the wrestler's face. She's more.
Yeah, and some people with Aubrey, they think that she's more about her. I don't know, because I think I don't have a problem with it really, because I like it. It adds something different. But a lot of people I've seen online complain about how she tries to almost steals the spotlight from the match when she does her stuff, like that infamous 2 count she did, with Jericho and was it Omega or Page? That she's just like 2, that infamous 2 count that is like even on her Twitter profile pic, I think, where it's like, I get it. But honestly, there's a referee, I can't think of his name. He's the bald black referee. And I love this guy because he is so animated when his expressions are perfect for the match. But yeah. But go ahead, we can talk about this Glory for Bound.
Glory for Bound. So we got Bound for Glory tomorrow night. There is currently 8 matches on the card. So we have Brian Cage and Sami Callihan, Ken Shamrock versus Moose, Michael Elgin versus Marufuji. 6-man tag match with the Rascals taking on Dr. Wagner, Aerostar, and Torres. Tenille Dashwood versus Tyre Valkyrie for the Knockouts Championship. We got Ace Romero, what's his name? Romero, Sabu. No, wait. On this Wikipedia, they added Sabu and Raju in it. But it's Ace Austin, Daga, Tessa Blanchard, Jake, Chris, and that Romero guy who just got recently signed by Impact. We got the Call Your Shot Gauntlet match and the Triple Threat Tag Team match with Rich Swann, Willie Mack taking on Rhino and Rob Van Dam, taking on the World Champions, the North. Are you ready, Dave? We're going to go through all these matches. Just give our predictions on the match.
Are you going to pull this picture off the screen?
No, I'm going to leave it up.
Okay.
I want to watch wrestling, not refs. Absolutely. I agree with you on that. All right, so let's go from bottom to number 1, how they have it. So we have the Triple Threat Tag Team match, Dave. Do you see the North walking out, retaining their Tag Team Championships?
They better. I mean, they better not lose to, like, old ECW guys. I mean, they better walk out with those titles. I mean, I'm sorry. I mean, you're going to Access right after this, so I think they should be your tag champs.
Okay, so you have the North retaining the Impact World Championships?
The tag team championships, yes.
All right, I agree with you. I have the North also winning and retaining the Impact World titles. I feel like they have really been carrying the tag division as of late, and I feel like you said, going into Access, I would think they would be the best for the Impact to have as the tag team champions. So I'm going to go with the North as well. We don't know much about the Call Your Shot Gauntlet match, so we really can't predict much about that. But we do have the intergender ladder match for the X Division Championship, Dave. I think we all both agree that we have Tessa Blanchard winning this match tomorrow night.
Yeah, it would seem so because she's like the only female in it, and that's why it's intergender.
That is true. She is the only female in this match. So I'm going to go Tessa Blanchard wins the X Division Championship. What about you, Dave?
Yeah, to make history and keep it going. She'll be the Wild Women Wrestling, whatever the hell the show is called, women's champion. I think she still is anyway, and also the first ever female to hold the X Division title.
Tessa as X Division champion, says Noob. No Boy says yes as well. Noob says North better retain Impact, where ECW wrestlers go to retire and be main eventers again. I can't argue that. So next we have.
And then you know what's going to happen, though. Tessa's going to win the title, and then she's going to do option C and trade it in to get a world title shot.
Probably against Sami Callihan.
Sami Callihan.
Yeah, so we have Taya Valkyrie taking on Tennille Dashwood for the Impact Knockouts Championship. Taya Valkyrie has been the longest reigning ever Impact Women's Champion. Dave, does she lose the title tomorrow night?
Yes, because they keep talking about she's the longest reigning women's champion. And if we know wrestling like we know wrestling, I mean, once they start talking about your long winning streak, your days are numbered and everyone's going to hate it. But I think Tennille's going to be the knockout women's champion.
I'm going to say Taya Valkyrie retains her belt tomorrow night. I think she'll retain it. Maybe with the help of outside interference, but I do think Taya Valkyrie remains the Impact World Champion. We have a 6-man tag match between the Rascals versus Dr. Wagner, Jr., Aerostar, and Taurus. I know we don't know much about Taurus or Dr. Wagner for that matter because they wrestle for AAA. We've seen Aerostar a couple of times on Impact. Dave, care to make a prediction on this match? Because I'm going to skip this match because I don't really care.
Is Aerostar in it?
Aerostar is in this match.
So they announced his partners?
Yes, Aerostar and Taurus.
I don't know who Torres is, but okay. I know Aerostar. He's fun to watch. So I assume they would win. You know.
Okay, I'm going to skip it because I don't know much about this match to even really make a prediction. So
but I assume the guy that they're bringing in, one of the special attractions that they're bringing in.
Right.
This guy, you know, so it makes sense.
So we have the 3 last matches for Impact. We'll go over that. Touch on Raw. We'll skip the Cody promo this week. We all saw it on AEW Dynamite because it is getting kind of late. It's over the midnight hour, and we're going to be live tomorrow night. So we'll touch a little bit more what we have here. And then we'll get into Bound for Glory tomorrow night. Should be a fun show. Dave, Moromufuji, taking on Mike Elgin in a singles match. Who do you got, Dave?
This is one of the ones I'm looking forward to watching. It should be really good. I hope they get a lot of time to it, so I hope it's kind of early in the show so they get enough time to go out there and just kill it. But I think you said Morofuji. I think Morofuji probably wins. Because you're not going to bring in a big star from Noah just to have him come in your company and lose. You want to have him come into your company just to have him basically get the rub from Noah to come in there and win a big match on your show. So I think that's why they do it.
Truth and Loyalty says Elgin wins. Okay. I'm going to go Morofuji wins as well. I think it's going to be a very competitive, hard-hitting match. But I do think, like you said, they're not going to bring in Morofuji just to have him lose.
Because I wouldn't be surprised if they want to use Pro Wrestling Noah people on their Impact show going forward and possibly on the Access show.
If Marion Watson's still in here and still awake, I know he's a guy that falls asleep during the stream. If you know how Morofuji did tonight. I didn't see him wrestle tonight, but I know he was on the card, I believe. Or not last night or the night before.
I know last night he was.
Yeah, Friday night he was on the card. I wonder how he did, if anybody saw that. All right. Ken Shamrock, Moose. This has been a very hyped up match the last couple of weeks. No, I'm just done with Impact. Says Marion Watson fucked his card down. Fuck the Creed. He's upset. Did tonight's show make you that upset? Holy shit. God damn.
Hope Josh got phone charged so we can record tomorrow night's
I saw he
show.
had a beer in his hand. I need my phone back. I need my fucking phone back. Jesus. Your thoughts, Dave?
As much as I want to say it, I mean, I want Moose to win this match just because I think the old guy, a 50-something-year-old man shouldn't be coming, or 60, however old he is, shouldn't be coming in there and beating the young talent in Impact. It just shouldn't be happening.
Terminator 100,
Shamrock should come in there and take the loss.
Bonus
I mean,
20,
that's how it
I
should
hope
be, but I'm
Impact.
afraid they're going to have Shamrock win.
Oh,
But
Impact
you
what?
should be putting over the young guy. Okay, Terminator 100. Okay.
Thank you for those bits, though. Appreciate that. No, I'm sorry. Go ahead. You think
No,
Ken
what do you-
Shamrock wins?
Yeah, but I think Moose should win because he should be putting over the
should
young
win.
talent, not beating him.
Moose should win.
I agree, but I'm afraid Shamrock will.
And I really feel like if they want to still have Shamrock look good, have him attack Moose after the match. You know, put the ankle lock afterwards and have Moose do that all tap out bullshit. But
Are they going to do that stupid Tessa and Gail Kim thing where it's like they do a hard fought match and they shake hands afterwards?
I wouldn't be shocked if they went that route. They do need Moose needs this win badly. Badly, man. He really needs this win. And if you want to continue to make Moose look like a badass, legit contender for your world championship, you have him win tomorrow night.
Yeah, I just don't want them to be doing this like the Dixie Carter era used to do all the time. Bring in some ex-old WWE wrestler to come in and just squash your talent and beat them. Yeah. I don't like that idea. Ken Shamrock should be coming in there to make Impact better. Make it better and help a guy like a Moose get over even more by beating him.
I agree.
I agree.
I agree with you. Absolutely, 100% on that.
But I'm still worried that
Shamrock, Moose wins. Shamrock wouldn't be able to hang. I agree. I agree with you. Ken Shamrock should lose tomorrow night. I don't mind it being a competitive match, and if you want to tease maybe a Moose lose by an ankle lock, but you gotta have Moose win tomorrow night. It wouldn't really look good. Again, thank you everybody for joining us tonight. I just want to say I appreciate everyone who has dropped bits, who has followed recently, who has interacted with our show these past couple of months. You know, we have been through a lot of things over here on my side, Dave's side, everyone's side, and I do appreciate, even if you're having a bad day, good day, however kind of day you're having, that you still come in here and you come in and talk to us and chit-chat with us every night. We really do appreciate that. All right, No Boy, see you tomorrow night, brother. Appreciate you dropping by. Don't forget, if you are new to the show and you haven't already, please hit that follow button. We always really appreciate that. You can follow us over on Twitter as well, at Getdatables, the same as the the Twitch account. So if you don't mind, go to Twitter, hit us up. We're almost at 4,200 followers, everybody. It's been an amazing run on Twitter the last couple of months with a lot of the traffic that we've been getting. We've gotten a lot of new followers, and I do appreciate that. We finally hit 260 followers here on Twitch. I feel like that's a big monumental follow mark, at least in my eyes. We're only 40 away from 300. So if you haven't already, please tell your mama, your daddy, your sister, your brother, whoever you know, cousins, your aunt, your uncle. Tell them to give us a follow over here on Twitch if they love wrestling and they would like to talk about it on a nightly basis. Again, thank you, everybody.
We're not done yet, Alex.
We're not done. We're not done. We're just thanking everybody, because sometimes I forget to do that when we're doing this show. And that's the number one thing, is because of you guys, we wouldn't be here. That's absolute truth right there. So, to move on, Dave, we have the last and final match on the card. It is Sami Callihan taking on... wrong one. Brian Cage. We haven't really seen much of Brian Cage as of late. He has been injured. Recently came back a couple of weeks ago. We got the whole wedding segment with him and Melissa Santos, and then him hitting Melissa Santos with the wine bottle, and Brian Cage attacking a fan and getting arrested and all this crap. And we finally see them go one-on-one tomorrow night. Dave, we've seen Sami Callihan get numerous title shots and lose. He has never won a singles title before, I think, right? He has never won a singles title, if I'm not mistaken.
Nope.
Will we finally see Sami Callihan win gold tomorrow night?
I hope so, because he deserves it. I think he's put
Thanks,
Impact
Lucas.
on his
Appreciate
back
it,
for
bro.
the last few years, and basically kind of been their workhorse for a lot the last couple of years, and had some great matches with Pentagon a couple of years ago. So yeah, I mean, I hope so. I hope he wins it. And who's to say, Tony, if he wins or loses? Do we see? I know we didn't really predict it because we don't even know who's in it. But does that come into play tomorrow night in the main event, or even after the main event? Would they make what was it, your own shot, gauntlet battle royal, whatever it is, make a call your own shot or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
Does that come into effect in this main event? Does it turn into a triple threat match, or does someone cash in right then and there, right after this match?
Yeah, it's going to be interesting if they mention that on the show, that if they're allowed to do that, or if it's kind of like a Money in the Bank type
That's what it seems like it
situation.
is.
If they can cash in at any moment during the match. But I really feel like Sammy Callahan has done a lot for Impact. He's been a big company guy for them. He's had numerous of matches with Eddie Edwards, to Pentagon, to Phoenix. Just name the list goes on and on about who Sammy Callahan. He's been the big company guy. You know, there's Moose and then there's Sammy Callahan. I would even throw Eddie Edwards in there too as well. But Sammy Callahan has no problem putting people over. You've seen him done it numerous times already. I think tomorrow night we finally get a title change. We finally get OVE running Impact heading into Access. So I'm gonna go Sammy Callahan wins tomorrow night against Brian Cage. Why the fuck is a Killer Cross World Champion? You know why, brother. You know why. Sammy should win. Cage should have been stripped. Yep. Absolutely.
I agree. I mean, it's interesting because I'm surprised that Ace Austin and Eddie Edwards are having a match at Bound for Glory.
Right? Yeah, Ace Austin's in the X Division match. So
Or Alicia on a pole or something like that. I don't know.
Thumbs up, thumbs down, says Coquina. Why the fuck isn't Disco Inferno getting booked? He's the only entertaining part-timer. Wow. God damn. Marion Watson is not happy with Impact. I would tell you that. I do hope you join us tomorrow, though, Mr. Marion Watson.